Everyone in town knew about Granger Road, a dead-end street where nothing good grew, and at its heart, the house, waiting, rotting, breathing slowly under a broken sky. It had stood empty for 10 long years. Some said it was haunted, some said it was cursed, but most simply tried to forget it was ever there. The last time anyone entered, they carried 17 bodies out, bent and broken, stitched into smiles they would never wear willingly. William Crane, the man they called the puppeteer, a quiet handyman, who built horror with his bare hands, hidden away beneath the very floorboards we walk over. When the police finally came for him, Crane was gone, no footprints, no car, only the house left behind, breathing quietly in the rain. The years wore on, but the house refused to die. They said, if you got too close, you could hear strings creaking inside the walls. Eric and Maya didn't believe in ghosts. They believed in hard work, cheap real estate, and second chances. They thought they were starting fresh. The house, it seemed, had been waiting for them, watching, and as they crossed the threshold, it opened its arms to welcome them home. At first, it was just the usual noises, settling wood, creaking beams, the sounds old houses always make. At least, that's what they told themselves. But somewhere above them, behind walls warped by time, something was moving, something had awakened. They unpacked, they laughed, they told themselves old wood made old noises. But laughter didn't carry far inside that house. It was swallowed by something deeper. That first night, Maya dreamed of strings wrapped around her throat, of being pulled upward, smiling against her will. In the walls, they found him, or pieces of him, his army of wooden faces, each one carved into a frozen grin. Below them, the house still breathed, its heart hidden in the damp, rotting earth, waiting to be fed. Eric began changing first, waking with splinters under his nails, dreaming of pulling strings he couldn't see. Maya saw it too, smiles stitched where there should be screams. The house was sewing itself into them, thread by invisible thread. The house shifted behind them, doors disappeared, hallways swallowed themselves whole. Escape was just another part of the game. Eric tried to fight, but you can't fight the puppeteer once he finds you, not when he already has the strings in his hands. They found them the next morning, hung, stitched, smiling, another tableau added to the puppeteer's collection. The house's hunger leaked into the town again. Fear thickened the air, and old superstitions clawed their way back to life. 2 weeks after the house took them, a little girl vanished. Her name was Lila Barnes. She rode her bike down Granger Road and didn't come back. They found her propped gently against a broken fence, her arms folded neatly in her lap. Her smile was not hers, and the town remembered what real fear tasted like. They didn't hesitate this time. No more doubt, no more whispers. The house had claimed too many. They were going to end it, but they weren't ready. No one ever was. Not for what waited beneath the house, not for what Crane had built. He never left. 10 years they searched, and all along he had been here, watching them from the walls. William Crane didn't run. He crawled deeper into the beams, into the bones of the house, and it fed him in return. They asked him why, over and over, why the children, why the strings, why the smiles. For hours he said nothing, and then, at midnight, he looked up and he said, "I never left." They tore the house down, built a park where the fear once lived. They planted flowers and pretended the ground wasn't still cold. But the roots remember, and something down there still pulls the strings.